I don't know where you've been, but you're going to respect this courtroom. My life has proven that it's not about where you come from, it's about where you're going. From a jailed youth who had my record expunged to becoming the youngest judge elected.
The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding.
In just 15 years. Ma'am, let me know when you want to go to rehab. Otherwise, I think you're a crackhead.
Absolutely not.
My goal is to inspire others to overcome their obstacles. You don't need him and his little raggedy roommate.
Thank you.
All while having a little fun on Mathis Court. You look like you're ready to lie right the first word out your mouth. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Catherine Miller is suing Herb Davis in the amount of $500. Ms. Miller claims her granddaughter suggested a massage therapist to help with her arthritis and says the CBD oil Mr. Davis used sent her on a trip to the hospital.
State your name.
My name is Catherine Miller.
Sir?
Herb Davis.
All right, and ma'am, you're suing Mr. Davis for $500 saying you needed a trip to the hospital because of some marijuana oils or something that he gave you?
Yes.
Okay. Give me some background on it.
Okay. My granddaughter knew this man for about 2 years, and I suffer from arthritis.
Hold on, this is marijuana?
Huh?
What did you say your name was, the first name?
Herb.
In this case, it's about marijuana.
It's CBD, Your Honor.
It don't get you high. Ain't no THC in it.
It's only 0.2% of THC.
Okay. So tell me how you all know each other. Give me all the way back some credibility that you might have that might convince me that you're telling the truth versus him, because you all are saying two different things.
Okay. I have a granddaughter. Her name is Haley. And so she had met Herb about 2 years ago or more. And she had a shoulder injury. And so by me having arthritis, she said, grandmother, I can refer somebody to you that can help you with your arthritis. And he uses these oils to massage you and help you to maybe alleviate some of the pain with your arthritis, you know. And so I said, okay. She said, well, I'm going to give you his phone number. And when I took the phone number, I called him, and he scheduled me for June the 22nd of 2022 at 2 p.m. And so the only background that I really truly had about him was through my granddaughter, Haley. And so after I made the appointment, he came over to my house, and he had the massage table, he had the oils and the towels and everything. And
sounds like he was a good businessman.
Yeah.
Good.
He sounded like he was. Yeah, you know. But anyway, so I trusted my granddaughter's judgment, you know, and what she had told me concerning his background. But I would later learn that he wasn't who he was claiming to be, you know. So he turned out.
You all right?
Oh, yeah.
That weed still affecting you?
Judge, I'm a...
You're right. He's
I'm
not who
I'm
he's
a Christian
claiming. And nobody's
lady.
raised their voice. Nobody said it. You looked at the man like he had just attacked you or something. The young man is sitting there very calm and collected and sophisticated. I'm proud to hear that you have a business for yourself and you go out and give treatment. Proud to hear that. And she just suddenly out the blue. You bipolar or something?
Yeah, but he's
talking. She was
really
just, you know, Your Honor, and such and such and such. And then suddenly just flipped out.
He's not really who he's pretending to be.
Well, that's the way you
he's
say
a cashier. He's a cashier. He's not really, he doesn't even really have a
massage therapist on the
license
side,
to
Your
be a
Honor.
massage therapist. So he's
How do
a
you know?
phony.
You ask?
He's a shyster.
Ma'am.
He's a two-bit liar.
Ma'am, I'm speaking to you. You're starting to make me think what I was kidding about is real, and that
It's
is something wrong
not.
with you. All right, I was kidding about it, but you acted a little odd. So, once again, did you ask him whether he had a massage license?
No.
All right. So, how do you know he doesn't?
Well,
So you're
because-
casting aspersions on the young man's business.
No.
That's what you're doing. Now you're hurting his business. You say he didn't, and you have no clue whether he does or not. He says he does. And the professionalism he's displaying versus what you're displaying today, he's going to get all the anything that was on the fence. He's going to get everything that's on the fence, because so far I think he's a more credible person, and he ain't said but 2 words. It's the things
Your
you
Honor,
have
I'm not
said.
licensed.
Let me allow you to go ahead and speak, young man, from the beginning in which she stated.
Well, originally, I received a phone call from Ms. Miller on the 21st. She let me know that she was wanting to schedule the regular that I give her granddaughter for the 22nd. She then let me know that she was having some arthritis. And so, obviously, the given procedure for that would be the CBD oil massage.
Coming up on Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
And the doctor said it was panic attacks and dehydration. And so when he said that, I felt like I had been violated because I felt like the drug had got into my system.
And later,
When I tried to pay with the credit card that he gave me, the credit card was declined. So I tried to call him, and when I spoke to him, he completely lost it with me.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878.
You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Catherine Miller, who is suing Herb Davis for medical expenses.
Your Honor, the oil only contains 0.2% of THC. It's actually not enough to get you high. As well, you can't get high through skin contact.
Okay. And tell me about the agreement and what service you provided.
So I gave her the 45-minute massage, and she fell asleep about 20 minutes into the procedure. After the procedure, she awoke, and she was expressing that she was dizzy. I helped her up. I offered her some water. She refused, and she was, becoming really angry with me. So I just decided to back off.
Okay. Now, this may not be the case because you're probably going to want to be bougie about your products, but the same amount of THC that you have in the products that you provide, is it in the same thing as over-the-counter CBD?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Yes,
so
John.
the stuff over the counter has that 0.02 THC in it.
Correct.
But you can't get high off of it just by skin contact.
No.
But if I ate a bunch of the CBD oil, I can get high.
You would have to consume a lot.
Like what? You don't know how much I can handle.
Maybe like 4 or 5
4 or 5 what?
of the containers.
All right. I was just curious because it's on every shelf, in every drugstore. People are buying it. And what happened to you when you used it to cause you to want to sue him? Because you said you had to go to the hospital.
Yes, I did. After he massaged my neck, I fell asleep rather quickly. And then after I woke up, I became somewhat suspicious because he was kind of looking strange at me. And so all of a sudden, I started to feel lightheaded. And then when I felt lightheaded, he asked me, how was the massage? And I said, it was good, but my joints are not hurting anymore, but I feel lightheaded. So after I felt lightheaded, all of a sudden I felt nauseated, like I wanted to vomit.
She was dehydrated, Your Honor. Yeah, she was dehydrated.
How do you know?
I could tell. It's common with my customers.
Okay.
I did offer her water, but she didn't take it.
Ma'am, did you drink any water?
I did not.
Was steam involved at all, or was it hot inside? I mean,
No.
Is that part of it? Okay, it's
No.
not part of the process. I don't get massages. I just don't have the patience to lay there.
Not for this particular
I
massage.
just
No
can't
heat.
lay there for no 30 minutes, and that's it. Nope. Okay. So what did you do after you felt that way?
And
Because you went to
so-
the hospital.
Yes, after that, I called my daughter. My granddaughter wasn't there. It was my daughter that was there, but she was in another room. And so I called my daughter and let her know what was going on. I told her I felt like I couldn't breathe because my heart was racing, it was palpitating. And so,
How did he owe you money, man? What did he do to you?
well, when I had the heart palpitations, I was vomiting, and the doctor said it was panic attacks and dehydration. And so when he said that, I felt like I had been violated because I felt like the drug had got into my system.
Violated as in what? He
Weed,
intentionally?
that is. He tricked me,
Why?
like the trickster that
Why do you think he did
is.
it, ma'am?
Okay, you know what? Because he didn't tell me it had weed in it.
Why do you think he did it? You said he tricked you as if he did it on purpose to mislead you.
He did.
Why? Why do you think he would do that to you?
Because I think he's a crook.
Okay, and being a crook, what makes him want to do that to you?
Because he just wants to hurt somebody that he knows is weaker than he is.
Okay, so you think that's the type of person he is generally?
Yes, he
All right,
seems
who
good
referred
from
you to
the
him?
outside,
Who referred
but he's
you?
not.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Who referred you to him?
My granddaughter.
Okay, and she didn't tell you that.
No.
Okay, so blame your granddaughter and get your money from your granddaughter.
Oh, my
He just said,
goodness.
you just told me that the doctor
Judge.
told you it was dehydration, just like he said it was. Bye,
Judge.
bye.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been dismissed.
How dare you
Like I said, I didn't.
deceive me? What do? You know the judge's phone number or something? Because you know what? I think you do.
Like I said, I didn't intentionally get her high. The lady's crazy.
Coming up,
Afterwards, when I was done, she calls me drunk. I could barely understand what she was saying, except she was only screaming and like.
You're saying your card was canceled. You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Samantha Burgess is suing John Matson in the amount of $1,516. Ms. Burgess claims her boyfriend offered to pay for a birthday getaway with her girlfriends and says she was stuck with the bill after he canceled his credit card.
State your name,
Samantha Burgess, Your Honor.
sir.
John Matson.
All right, and ma'am, you're suing the defendant for $1,516, alleging he owes this money for leaving you and your friends stranded.
That is correct,
All
Your
right,
Honor.
let's start with you.
He was my boyfriend. He is now my ex. We were together for 2 years.
2 years?
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor. And so we agreed to go on a birthday trip, which he canceled last minute and said that I could take my girlfriends with me. So we went to San Diego, and after we got to the airport, we went to a Mexican restaurant for brunch, which when I tried to pay with the credit card that he gave me, the credit card was declined. So I tried to call him, and when I spoke to him, he completely lost it with me. And I got an email saying that the Airbnb at which we were going to stay was canceled as well. So I had to buy a new hotel, pay for our hotel, and cover all the costs, which was really difficult and inconvenient for me.
Okay, let me hear from you, sir.
Yes, of course, I agreed that I'll pay for her trip to San Diego. I don't have a problem with that. Like, I'm a
happened?
man. It's her birthday. Well, I was in my meeting, very important meeting, couldn't come to the phone when she was blowing me up. Well, afterwards, when I was done, she calls me drunk. I could barely understand what she was saying, except she was only screaming and like.
You saying your card was canceled?
Coming up,
I am working on regulating myself and I'm working on my own problems, but he told me that it's okay, that we're a work in progress. So I feel like he just acted too impulsively.
You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Samantha Burgess, who is suing John Matson for bad debt.
What happened to that card? That's what I want to hear about.
I canceled it.
Why?
Well, when you're in the meeting and all of a sudden you get out of nowhere a $600 bill, well, I had to cancel it because I don't know what it is.
What were you expecting her to spend? You gave her permission to use your card,
Correct,
obviously.
I did.
And what was the permit? What was it to entail?
Well, we didn't really have a limit, but I assumed it would be about maybe $200 max. It's a brunch. It's not a freaking dinner plus takeout.
And you backed out. You were supposed to go anyhow, right?
Say again?
You were supposed to go and you backed out.
From the trip, yes, I did.
You backed out.
Correct.
That's what I'm
I did
referring
back
to.
out, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And gave her your card.
I did, yeah.
And you thought she was going to spend the minimum.
The money isn't the problem.
Okay. What is?
The call was the problem that I got from her.
Okay.
Like she calls me drunk, cussing me out, bringing our private stuff in front of everybody in the restaurant and her girlfriends, insulting me over the phone while my headspace is in the.
How long has she been doing this?
Well.
How frequently?
Well, every other week.
Okay, you should have been done.
Yeah,
2 years.
of course.
All right. And this is the reason you all broke up, was over this?
Yeah.
All right, ma'am. Do you want to refute the fact that every other week you call drunk?
Your Honor, I am working on regulating myself and I'm working on my own problems, but he told me that it's okay, that we're a work in progress. So I feel like he just acted too impulsively.
How will Judge Mathis rule? Find out when Mathis Court returns.
You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
He overreacted. You know, when you're...
Yeah, but not when you do that in front of everyone.
I agree that
And work
I
in
said some
progress
things
is
that I
when
didn't
something
mean.
is getting
Let
better.
me see your receipts, ma'am. Let me see that, please, Andrew.
The receipts. This is for...
Yes, sir. You was just retaliating with anger
That's for
because
those.
of the way she sounded. Like you said, that 600 didn't mean that much. You were just mad, and you were gonna retaliate because of the way she's talking. Call you drunk. You trying to do a meeting. You trying to get some more money, and she keep calling you over and over about spending your money. And so, yeah, I'm gonna cut this off real quick. This ain't gonna happen no more. That's what you said to yourself. But you can't go back on that agreement that you made when you gave her that credit card. And as you said, you didn't specify a specific amount. So as such, she did nothing wrong, and she is entitled to the $1,516 that she spent that you had agreed to compensate her for. Have a good day. That's my judgment.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $1,516.
Good luck with your next girlfriend.
$1,500 is worth to get rid of you.
All right. You've had your day in court. Step this way, please. Make sure you grab all of your belongings.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.